Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man and the Antz, playing some more Empires of the Undergrowth today, and as you see we are on the main menu screen today rather than inside our Formicarium, and that is because we have largely finished with the Formicarium for now. We have done all of the levels on hard, we have done all of the challenge modes as they exist on hard, we have done all of the Formicarium challenges on hard. So there is the insane levels, but not sure I want to really get into that because it could take me several years to get through those, so maybe we'll leave insane for the moment. So, for now, we're going to crack on with a free play level and see how we go with that. Now, if you've been watching this series for a while, or you've watched through all of the series since you joined it up with the colony, my phone's going mental. The Valve Index got posted today, so my phone is going crazy with people telling me about the Valve Index posting and all sorts of things. So that's very exciting. That's to come. So yeah, so we did try free play some time ago, and we found it quite awkward. What is a gene thief? Oh, it steals the colony. Ah, right. So yes, we will definitely take the Motor 2 colony because I think they are pretty advanced. So what do we want to... I might turn off the large whip spider. The only reason I'm looking at this before is because we did at one point actually do a free play thing where we turned off all of the large creatures, because I have been very unlucky with free play starting locations, it would seem, where I just get absolutely rammed from the beginning, either with like just absolutely no food or really horrible creatures very nearby. So maybe for now, for this first one, we shall leave them all on and we'll see how we go. Now, there's no time limit on this, obviously, so that means we don't have to worry about maybe going out during the night or that sort of thing to gather food. It all depends on what we're near. If we're near, like, aphids, that could be a problem, obviously. There are other creatures. Do I want to leave other creatures on? Why not? Why not? Let's leave all of that on. So we've got Towhead and we've got the Dunes. I might go with the Dunes for now, I think, and then if we need to start again, if something horrible happens, for example, then maybe we'll try Towhead. I don't know what map option is, since that's not actually... Well, it has no option, I see, so it's just a space for it. We'll keep the day-night cycle. We will keep the morning to start with. I think a ramp with spikes is probably quite reasonable. Starting difficult... Oh, I didn't really want to change that. If we go out and come back in again. We will leave that where it is as well. Advanced landmarks. We definitely want dead fish. We definitely want aphid farms if they're around. Spiders' webs. Okay, so maybe, I suppose... I don't know what infestation actually is. What's an infestation? Don't know. Maybe that's one of the entry points that the creatures can know, because they'd have to have those for the creatures. I don't know. Anyway. Let's give the colony a name. What we're going to call this? We're going to call this... We're going to call this Suicide Squad, because I suspect, I have a feeling, I did see something from the developers not that long ago, I think on their Twitter, where they said they are going to be looking at the quite extreme difficulty ramp that exists within free play. So I'm under no illusions that this probably won't go fantastically, but we will find out. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I shall be proved wrong and this shall be a rousing success. I don't think it's going to be a rousing success. So what have we got here? We have got...
Many challenges lie ahead for this new society.
A nest. We've got some enemies over here. We've got a little bit of food down here as well. We've got what seems to be a lot of food over here. And a little bit above us, but a couple of enemies again. So first thing we'll do then is we'll head up in this direction. We shall open up whatever that is. How much? We got nothing at all at the moment. So we'll probably open up some branch. We'll open up another branch down here as well. Sort of like that. And there's some more food over there as well, look. Now we can turn the food numbers off. We don't really need those for standard seed type things, do we? Now, if there are any comments from the last video, I'm afraid I haven't seen them, purely because I'm recording this quite soon after I recorded the last one. So the video's only been out a day or so as I record this. So, yeah, apologies if you've all had some suggestions or anything like that. I won't have seen them. I'm trying to get caught in my videos a bit before the index comes here, so I can spend some time playing around with my fancy new toy, much to my wife's annoyance. She's not that annoyed, I'm joking there, really. So we need to make a food store first and foremost. So let's make a food store. Oh, there's some things over there. That's fine. Where are we going to make a food store? We want it close to the queen. Do we want to use one of these existing things? I could make a food store. Let's make it up here, shall we? And we'll go... Oh, hang on. Got myself very confused there. We shall try and keep with uniform nest sizes just for the sake of it. So let's make this our food store. And we can definitely afford to spend a little bit of money on food to start with. A little bit of money, a little bit of food on food store just to get the store in place so they can actually go out and collect the rest of it.
For now, food is too scarce to support greater numbers.
So let's put a number on those. Let's add all of those to that. So they've expanded that. We are going to need to build an actual nest site at some point very soon. So we've got all of these branches to use. Let me think. We need 3 to start off a... So it's a 3, a 4, a 5. So if I do it here... 3, 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Bom, 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 bom. Bom, bom, bom. So they're dealing with those. We should probably go for this food first, actually, just because it's easier for them to deal with. Ah, now I think I've immediately made a bit of a mistake here, really. What I should have done is I should have made a branch off of that, shouldn't I? But maybe that's what we'll do with this one then. So we've messed this one up straight away, but we can make a branch off this one up here, all the ones down here. We can branch off this one to our heart's delight and use the end for something as well, can't we? So let's start making some ants. So we shall start off with some simple little workers. And what have we got here? Should have mortars. I'm assuming there would be mortars.
This colony must remain small for now. Food is too scarce to support...
Well, those guys are really just stuck on taking out the wood lice, aren't they? They do not want to do anything else. I shouldn't have sent them over there in the first place. Apparently. Let's stick some of those back there so they actually move some eggs around. So while they're working on that, he's bringing some food back, so I should... Yeah, there we go. Let's have a look over here. So I can't fit one in there, so if I do one... Not quite going to fit, is it? So do 1, 2, 3. We can get one there, though, can't we? There's just one left over there now. One pesky little one left. Right. So we've actually got some hatched ants now, which is great, so they can start gathering that food over there. We are going to need to obviously open up a way, or in fact what we might do, we might make a bit of a zigzag path down to the entrance, just in case. We do have anyone invading the nest, and then they have a longer route to get down to the entrance. We do also have a longer route out, but I think that's a price we're willing to pay for now. Right, so they've dealt with all of that. There's a little bit of food up there for them to get. We'll swap those. Oh no, that's the right way around, isn't it? That's fine. That's fine and dandy. So let's get this one built. And then we can start getting some melee down first. They're the cheaper ones, aren't they? Yes. And should we open up the outside? Let's open up the outside as well, shall we? There's a little bit of food up here for the ones to get still. It's got all these little yellow dots down here, and I thought that was food, but there's certainly nothing much there apart from that one little thing, is there? It says there's some things up there. I don't know what the little yellow dots are then, because I thought they were food, but clearly that is not the case. Clearly not the case. Right. Let's start with our melee ants. And we shall need to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We'll have a ranged colony there. Let's think, where's this one going to go? 1, 2, 3, no. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then something else there. We can have another one coming off like here. We could just expand these, of course. They don't need to be these. Maybe once we've got them, a lot of ants built up to level 19, maybe we can look at increasing the size from there. So what we've got? We've got a tiger beetle there. One of those got harvestman. It's not a great starting area again. There are some nasty things quite nearby. There's an aphid farm down here on the other hand. So maybe we should start sending them down there and seeing if maybe we'll... Oh, I've immediately regret that. Let's get the food from here first. Let's get some more attackers in place before we go after the aphid farm. But we will then focus on that to start with for sure. We need to make sure we can actually do something though, because these creatures might pose us some problems otherwise. The good thing is they are taking out some of the other animals. There's a lot of infighting going on, which is working out well for us. I might just turn, not that, the food on. Yeah, I wondered if that was... So this is something they mentioned in the level options I didn't pay much attention to, but we now have seeded plants. So plants which drop seeds that you can essentially farm. That's pretty new. That's pretty new. I've never seen that in a level before. That's interesting. That is really interesting. I wonder if this food will disappear the longer you leave it, or if it will hang around for a while. I'm wondering to see if they were going to make their way into the nest. It doesn't seem to be the case. So they're out of food down there, so there's a little bit down there, so we'll send them down that way. And then we're going to have to start heading outside, aren't we? Alright, so now that there's at least one gone down, there's a little tiny bit of food there. What are we going to do about that? Nothing, I don't think. It's 5 food. We will live without it. Let's get another ranged...
This colony must remain...
Oh no, they're 60, aren't they? So let's get another...
It's too scarce to support greater...
Another melee instead, then.
The battle has begun.
Oh, we've immediately walked into something. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We can survive that. There's another one over there as well. That won't be too much of a problem. What's this? Is this trap jaws or some all the smaller things? Again, that's not too much of a problem for us. So we'll try and go for this. We'll come pick up some of this food as well in a bit.
The colony is starving.
Yes, they're on their way. Calm down.
The new brood.
So like I said, it's a bit of a walk, but it is also going to... I'm not sure if anything comes into the nest on Freeplay. So I'm a little hesitant to... That's it, you attack that ladybird. Oh, it's a bit late. A little hesitant to make a more direct route, which would benefit us. Oh, there's something. Ah, see, someone has come into the nest, so that does happen. That does happen. We do need to be wary of that. So far we've been okay. It's mainly been little things. There is a spot. These could be problematic. Is there a route down anywhere nearby for those? Not that I can... Oh, up there. So we need to keep an eye on that because they could easily pincer moving us a little bit. Now they're probably not going to be able to deal with the ladybirds, but I don't want to turn their attack off because if I do, they're not going to be able to deal with these guys. Oh, they've got a little green thing. Is that's something that our guys have got? Oh, they're rapid fire. Why are our... I did pick the Motor 2 colony, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. Is there a way of... I don't suppose I can find out. I'll have to check the recording afterwards. Maybe I picked the Mansfield colony when I stopped and came back into it. Maybe I picked the wrong colony. I was expecting mortars. But no matter, we shall make do with that. We shall make do. Worse things happen at sea, as they say. I'm going to try and build these guys in parallel, so one of each. We won't build any more workers for the minute. I want to focus on these over here, and hopefully by the time night comes, we'll have enough of a force to try and hold off anything that comes along, but we might have to very quickly abandon that. Oh, you almost got... Oh, you did get him. Good job, little man, with 0 health. Like, literally nothing. These ladybirds are absolutely destroying this aphid farm. Do I want to focus on... Oh, no, I don't want to focus on the seeds. We've got some of those about. There's a lot of stuff about. It is a really tough start in free play. May as well get this dug out. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 5, 3, 3, 4, 3. So we can get another nest in there, a full-size one. We might get one in there as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we won't quite. We won't quite. That's frustratingly close, isn't it? Okay. But we can get one in over here for certain. One over here, I think, as well. And then we can also expand up this way. There's a lot of space up for us to expand into as well. What we might do there, if we need, is we might do some 19 sensible sized ones at the bottom, and the top ones we'll just maybe build one and then let's expand it upwards and just make as much room as we can. Ah, so this is a problem now. This is a potential problem. We'll see if anyone else is going to get involved with the cricket or if they're going to leave him be. If they start getting involved with the cricket a bit more, we might be okay there then. Actually, yeah, okay, we're good, we're good. So there's only there's a few aphids. Oh, food stores are full. We need to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's build some more food stores as well. We really don't want to run out of food stores at any point soon. So a little bit of food over to the side there as well. Oh, but the cricket's there. He's going to be pretty tough for us, isn't he? Oh, he's not that bad, actually. He's losing a fair bit of health fairly quickly. Oh, that's more of a problem. So we are going to need to have some form of internal defense force at some point to make sure that that doesn't happen too often, pretty much. Alright, let's get our next ranged guy down. So what I could have done, now I'm thinking about it, I could have built a food store close to the entrance, couldn't I? So I didn't have far to come. Maybe I will do that. That's not quite going to fit there, is it? But maybe that doesn't matter too much in terms of the food store. So I might do that. I might build a food store here and then destroy this one up here. Because they don't take the food to actually build things, do they? They just bring the food in and then it just disappears on its own. So it's kind of a foolish place there at the moment. So what have we got? We've got 210. Doesn't really matter too much, I suppose, but we want to make sure we have enough space there, don't we? That'll probably do. Let's get rid of this, and we can use that as one of our top nesting sites that will just extend upwards. And then what I think will happen is the top ones will end up being our main outward defense or attack force for food gathering, and these ones here, these sort of 19 size ones, they'll be the ones that'll stay inside. So now we've got potential problems. We've got a lack of food coming in. We've got spiders starting to come out. Spiny grasshoppers. That food's disappeared over there for some reason. I was about to say let's go over there and get that food, but then I saw there's a spider there. Food stores are full. Okay, that's good actually. That's good because it means they're using that new one. And then let's... I'm not going to extend it actually. We're going to keep our food because we might need it. We'll have to keep a careful eye on this. We want to try and defend this aphid farm, but we also want to make sure we don't die. So something horrible comes along. We might actually just have to hide in the nest. I think I might just hide in the nest. I think that's going to be best for us because, yeah, we can't have this sort of thing happening too often.
The ants must protect the queen.
Food stores are full, are they? So the queen's actually taking some damage there, which is very early on to be taking damage. Hopefully they will deal with that a little bit. There we go. So I will station the attackers down here, or the defenders as they are now. We'll station them down there, and we will wait this first knight out, rather than trying to do anything silly. Yeah, because he's a big boy, but he's not too tough, so that's not too much of a problem. In fact, this is just food coming to us, really, if anything. That's not the worst thing that could happen. So much so that the food stores are full again. Oh, this is maybe more of a problem. These guys are super tough. But this poison cloud that our rapid fire ants are generating is really, really awesome. And then this food just goes straight over here, look. Do you know, I'm actually really happy with how this is starting. We're going to have enough to build another guy as well. So the aphid farm is going to be decimated. Absolutely decimated. But that's not fine, but we can live with it. What am I doing? Let's get a ranged guy going. Oh, another one, but just one on his own. So that's another 100 food that's come down. So I can now build a melee ant as well. The good thing about having this very large distance between the queen and everything else is that the workers never really come down to the front. So they can happily stay up there and move eggs around and everything without being disturbed by anything that's happening in the entrance. And what's happening in the entrance is honestly brilliant. Look at this. They're just throwing themselves at me. We need to build another melee before we do anything else. Another big spider. So there's another 100 odd food down there, so we can definitely afford to build another melee. He's trying to hide, but where are you going to go, mate? Where are you going to go, eh? I thought they were going to come down inside for a second. Ooh, trap jaws out on the surface, look. Oh, there's one kind. The trap jaws are more of a problem just because we don't get any food from them. They are worthless to us. What I might need to do, actually, is just extend the food stores a bit. Didn't think I was going to have to, but clearly I am. There's another 125 food just walked in, look. Waltzed right indoors. Maybe I should have done hard. I thought medium, because I struggled so much with the free play before, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, I suppose. Maybe we shouldn't get too cocky quite yet. And the difficulty is going to ramp up as well as it goes, of course. We are going to get lots of big creatures. But I suppose there's going to be a point where you're so tough that you're probably going to be fairly unbeatable, right? Is that just an empty space in the middle? Yeah, I just missed one. I don't think I've ever seen just a space in the middle or something like that before. It looks so weird. Right, so we can also dig out... Might as well dig out to there, hadn't we? Dig all of that out. Ready to increase the size of the food store at some point. There's a few more things threatening to come down. Come on, I actually want you to come down. Now that I know that you go down relatively easily, I don't mind you coming down. Are those same species fighting there, isn't it? I know that's a smaller one. Is that a female versus a male, perhaps? Well, the trapjaw... Oh, he thought about coming down. The really good thing that I'm seeing here is that the animals seem to be fighting a lot more between themselves. Whereas previously I've seen them largely ignoring each other and ignoring the other ants and stuff. So it's really good to see them actually fighting each other for once. I think he wanted to come down then, but he didn't quite. There's a lot of food just being left outside, look. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Well, he's going to make it. Oh, he's not going to make it. Oh, the spider's coming. No, he's not. No, he's not. I kind of want you to come down. Come down and face me so I can get your delicious food. Ah, you chicken. You chicken. So maybe that's the good thing about having all of the creatures on, that so many spawn that they are all around each other. And they just constantly fight. Because, I mean, there's what, 300 food? There's all sorts of food there. Is the battle over? I think the battle's over. Oh, no, there it is. The battle has begun. Let's move them all slightly closer and they will hopefully... No, they're not quite. Let's actually move them right into him then. And let's move them back a bit more. So we're going to have to build something else here. What's at the turn? I think it's the turn of a ranged. What have we got that come? Oh, it's gone. It was a cricket. It was a cricket, but now it's gone. And that's going to mean when they get that cricket hoovered up for food that we're going to have even more around us. Oh, I'm really tempted to run out and get some food. Really tempted to run out and get some food. Is he going to come down? He is. Okay, well, we'll deal with him. Which means we're going to be able to build another ranged attacker. We had a spider come down. There's another 150 there. So it means we can build something else. I mean, this is just blindingly... This is awesome. I mean, this is absolutely awesome. Let's get that built. Or that... Oh, dear. Let's not do that. And we can always extend these out this direction if we want a bit more space over here. We want to get the 19 done first, like I say. We can get another ranged in.
The battle has begun.
I might as well just build another. I mean, it doesn't seem like we're going to lose many ants, does it? So let's... Let's just go a bit crazy, shall we? I thought that thing just died immediately upon walking outside then. You're going to come down. So the risk of going down here is, yeah, stuff goes in the top and you miss it. Oh, we come back out again. Oh, he's not too sure what he's doing. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's it. Oh, come on. Yeah. No. I'm going to go out and join in the fight. I think we're in a position where we can do okay. We've got 16 of each now. So I do want them to go out there and get involved. Because, yeah, this food's disappearing. Look, we've missed out on all that delicious food now. Don't go in that top one. We're fine there. And the food store's so close to the entrance that they won't spend much time going out and coming back in with food, will they? They'll be back basically immediately. He's thinking about getting involved, but he doesn't want to... Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. Basically sacrificed yourself on the altar of the harvestman spider. So I might pop back in there, I think. Let's get them popping back in. And let's get some more of these. Yeah, just in time. Look, just in time. I may as well. Because again, we're not dying too much. I'm not too bothered about having to have a bit of food storing for emergencies. Is he going to run into our food store if he gets damaged? No, he didn't even make it. Didn't even make it. How cool is that? How cool is that? That is awesome. I don't want to go too far. What if an enemy comes here? I don't mind running out to them, but I don't want to run. Oh, the aphids have started developing honey again, have they? Does that mean that the night is over, or do they develop through the night in Freeplay? There's a little something. That's 15 food that's walked down. I could do with you as well if you wouldn't mind, little tiny cricket. No, you're too chicken? I'll come to you then, I'll tell you what. Don't you go! Don't you run away, you spineless. Which is funny, because I think they're spined crickets, aren't they? So we have got 2 groups of 19 now, which means we can actually start upgrading these rather than make another one. So I'm going to try and get these all upgraded to level 3. And then after that, we will look at doing something a little different and maybe getting some more groups to do a few more things. Because 19 of each is quite a lot, so quite where we're actually going to go to get food, because it's probably a bit too much for the aphid farms. We are starting to spread ourselves a little thin here. What does this say? You can check the current difficulty by hovering over the menu button in the top right. Difficulty affects enemies, how frequently creatures spawn, and the size of enemy creature packs. We're only at 53. Oh. Shame on me, right? I'd like them to not get too far from the nest, but they do see I am slowly stretching myself a little thin. There's a couple of trapjaws now, which, as we've mentioned, don't produce food, which is a bit of a problem for us. I may as well do just a bunch of upgrading down there. I'd rather than get involved with the huntsman too much, because he will just run away. So I don't mind sacrificing a few ants to him. Bit of aphid food coming in, which we can't complain at too much. Let's get involved in that tussle. That's a nice little bit of food just sat there, not paying attention to us. We do need to deal with the trapjaws because they could be a bit problematic. Oh, we've dealt with the trapjaws. Okay. All right. I think that is morning just about arriving. It does seem to be getting a little brighter, doesn't it? Let's get the upgrade hammer out. Let's get a few more of these upgraded. We were doing okay for that, but I mean, it's so cheap.
Done all they can to improve these food stores.
Might as well just do everything that I can down there, right? Is it? I think it's morning, so I am going to risk going down here now. It's not a very big aphid farm, is it? That's the problem. There are some seeds there, though. So maybe we'll just do like a run and gun on this, and then we'll go for some seeds, and then we'll go for this pesky spider. He's pretty tough. We've got a bit of a problem, because they all ran away with the food. That's okay, and he's got a lot of food on him actually, so we'll definitely keep coming in this direction as morning breaks. Lots of things around though. We've got a fair few ants still, I suppose. And there's lots coming again, look, but they're all going to disappear again as soon as they harvest the food up. How are we doing for food? We've got lots of food. Lots of food. And then we'll just do a bunch more down here. Oh, it's definitely sun now, isn't it? Definitely a bit of sun. The aphid farm has completely disappeared. It no longer exists. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I was quite enjoying the aphid farm. Don't trust that they're not going to immediately come into the nest, which one was definitely looking like he was going to do there. So let's head up there. And what I might do actually with the next food that we get is I might actually start building a couple more, one each of the melee and one each of the ranged, or melee, one each of the melee and ranged is what I meant to say there. It didn't come out very well, but that's the intention. And what we'll do is we'll start building an internal force to stay and guard the nest, because I don't trust that that something won't pop into the nest while I'm out foraging. And as we have to forage further and wider afield as well. Although saying that right now, there's so much food just walking up to us. It's really not much of a problem. So I think that'll do. I mean, that's even, look at that. So we'll make these our 5s, and they will be our internal defense force. Their job will be to hang around. Are they friendly? I think there are ants, aren't they? They are, yeah. Yeah, that thing's disappeared. So let's run over here and get some seeds. And then the 5s we will station down here. Ready to face off any threats. We've put them there. Could probably take those off there now and leave them inside dealing with eggs and the such like. One of them got lost on the way. Oh, it's got lost. We lost one on the way, I suppose I should say. He didn't get lost, he died. So I'll just put the marker there for those. Oh, in fact, no, let's carry on going over there. Let's carry on going over there. Well, there's a bit of food. There's also is that 100 or is that like a 75? Don't really mind. We'll go for it anyway, shall we? And ultimately, once the 5s get a bit bigger, I will leave them stationed here and they can just deal with harvesting outside the nest. And then these guys, the 1s, they can start foraging a bit further afield. I was going to leave them at 7, but you know, I think I might just carry on increasing them. They are melee. Might as well just do all. Might as well just do them all. Oh, this could be a bit more problematic. Let's keep an eye on this. Nope, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it, and that's a lot of food that's just wandered our way. No melee there to help out, though. The melee's got wiped out. Did you notice that? Or at the very least, they weren't there to help. Whether they were wiped out or not, I suppose, is a matter for debate, but they were not there to take out or to defend the ranged guys. I suppose it's because they're closest to things when they get killed, so they immediately run off. So we might need to build some more melee for external engagements. Do you know what? I'm going to leave the enemy health on because there's so much going on. We're going to just have the health bars locked on for the moment. Right then, well, we've got a fair bit of food. Once they start harvesting all this, we'll start increasing these guys. And then once we've got 19 each of those, I'm just going to leave those outside. And these guys we can go wandering with and see what we can find. I mean, we don't have to go far, do we? There's all that over there, look. Jumping spiders come involved. There's another one of these big guys. Now, I'm feeling quite cocky at the moment, but that does mean, of course, that at some point very soon it's going to go very wrong for us. So we have to keep an eye out for that. It's going to happen. We all know it's going to happen. That's a 236. That's great. That's great. I may as well bring the 5s out whilst we're here. They may as well help out rather than just all sitting downstairs and not doing much. And whilst the 5s are out there doing all that, the 1s can go over there and grab that. And anything they kill on the way is a bonus. Let's send the 5s down there so they actually go for that big spider a bit more. Yeah, you better turn around and run. There's a little bit of food there, but that's gone now. So let's start sending... Oh, nope. Let's send the 1s over here and deal with this guy. That's a nice bit of food right there. And another bit there, it's just walked right in. Is it a nice bit of food? No, it's not. It's no food at all, actually. That guy is a bit of a problem, perhaps. Are they starting to drop, like, no food now? He dropped 7 food. Yeah, I think the difficulty's starting to ramp. Does it ramp up here? It does. We're up to 61, look, so they're starting to drop less food now, which is a bit more of a problem for us. So let's send the ones down here, and then come after this seed farm down here, which is at least a little bit of food for us, and a few things on the way they can get as well. And the 5s can take care of that. Was a big fish? Oh, I say a big fish. It's got 30 food. I saw a fish and I got super excited, but no. Once they've dealt with all that, we might as well send the ones. Where did I just see that? Over there. That's a good amount of food. They're right there, isn't it? Well, the 5s we need to bring a little closer to that because they don't seem to be picking up on it. Now that's some good amount of food. Look at that. That's more like it. 150 odd. Yes, yes, yes. I don't think they're quite... No, they're definitely going to get taken out there, but they'll come back in force. Don't you worry about that. We've got a fair amount of food again, so let's get upgrading. All sorts of fights kicking off. This is a good spot to come, because every time they get back there, something else has spawned. I don't want the... I know there's a bit of food there, but I don't want the 5s to stray too far from the nest. So I don't want something sneaking in behind us. And does our queen's health regenerate? I don't think it does it? It's hard to tell, actually. I think it... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Really not too sure. Right, so that thing's dead, so they'll get a bit of food from that, which is great, and a bit more from that, which is great. I know I said I don't want them straying too far, but just... Oh, no, let's go back. We don't actually need to send the ones over there. That was a bit preemptive. So we are losing a fair few ants, but there's so much stuff dying. The only real risk is that stuff dies so quick we can't harvest it. That's really the main thing which could hold us up here. We might have to have a dedicated harvesting force. Where is the one mark? The one mark is down there. There's plenty of food there, so I'm happy for them to stay going down there for the moment before we send them elsewhere. Let's upgrade a few more. Get them all up to level 2.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
And then soon enough, we'll start working them up to level 3. Good amount of food there. Don't need to move them on too fast from there either. Might alternate them between sort of this side and down here so that they try and harvest as much as they can. As soon as 3 are on it, may as well move them up there, right? Oh, there's a nice juicy cricket up there. That's 100 food. We'll try and get that spider first, though, shall we? There's another one appeared. There's another cricket. That's 108 food. That's another 86 food. Honestly, this is just going great. I am really enjoying myself right now. I am 100% sure it won't last, but for now, it's going great. Got a first level 3s coming. That'll really help that force. I might send the ones down here. There's a good deal of food down there, and there's a lot of low-level creatures as well, or low-health creatures, I should say. The 5s can just kind of stay. Again, I don't want the 5s to go too far from the edge of the nest. There's a lot of food down here. And they should be more than capable of taking care of it, really. Well, that's proven a bit of a problem while I was healing up there, but that didn't last too long. And there is a lot of food there. There's a lot of enemies in between, but hopefully they'll be okay. nest is at the very least pretty well defended. Let's get some more of these leveled up. We could do with building some speed tiles just at these entrances here. And we may as well do this section just so that when the ants do come inside... There we go. To get the food in, it's a little fast. We will eventually get all of it speed tiled, hopefully, which probably isn't actually that far away, is it? He just dropped 100 food there. There's still hundreds of food down here. We've got lots of food again. Let's get that done. So let's speed tile that bit. Oh, there's a spider's web appeared there, look. I wonder if that's going to pose a problem. Well, he healed a lot there, didn't he? He healed a lot there. Is he going to be a problem for us? He might be. We're sort of headed toward the 5s. We've distracted him a bit now, though, so we'll have to go for him. Let's send the 1s back down there. We'll deal with that spider's nest as well at some point, hopefully. Alright, how are we doing? We've got a lot of food again. Let's get these upgraded. Let's get these upgraded. That's definitely going to help us out a bit. That external force now is pretty damn beasty, isn't it? Back up to 1,000 food already, so there's a couple in there we need to upgrade, but then that is 2 groups of level 3. 19 out foraging. We'll start working on these guys, I guess, next, because we might need quite a lot for the upcoming battles this evening. Put the marker like directly in the middle. They should hopefully get all of that food that's around there. 5s. Let's just wander you down here so you can get a little bit of food, and I'll move you back again. I know there's not much there, but every little helps. As a famous supermarket brand says. Do they still say that even? I don't know. Don't even know. If that guy disappears, I'll send them in that direction next to get that free food that's over there. He's not going to, so let's go there anyway, shall we? Screw him. Do we need to hold back? Nope. We do not need to hold back the 1s. They are doing fine. So they've almost cleared that food out that's there. At which point we can start sending them over here again. There's those seeds. There's some more seeds down there, of course, which also would take them over the spiders well. And I wouldn't mind getting rid of that. Oh, the 5s we never moved back. We should definitely do that. That could bite us right in the behind. So they've largely dealt with that. So let's send them over to the spider's nest. Let's get rid of that. Just seems to be hoarding spiders, doesn't it? So, oh, it does. It really does. Wow. We could do with getting them off that if there's stuff coming. I was hoping it would disappear if we killed the last spider. There doesn't seem to be, does it? In fact, they're taking care of it. Let's just send them down there. Let's just do it. Nothing too near. That was just a little bit up here. Let's send the 5s very briefly up there while there doesn't seem to be too much around. And let's send them back because And all these spiders just arrived. There's just a couple, there's 3 there, but those range guys are really taking care of business. Really taking care of business. They're doing just awesome. We've got lots of food again, so let's upgrade this. Upgrade this, upgrade this, upgrade this. Did I do all of them? No, I missed those. How are we doing difficulty-wise? 97%. So we're going to start losing food from enemies that get killed very soon. Very, very soon. Oh, hello, everyone. Man the forts. Everyone man the forts. In fact, it's almost dead. Oh, that's easy. Everyone stop manning the forts. It's no longer a massive concern. What have we got down? There's a few seeds. There's a few creatures. I might send them over there, I think. The ones... Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just a bunch of hermit crabs and stuff. Should we send them up there? Maybe we'll go up there after the seeds. Let's get the seeds first. Lots of food here. I'm trying to keep a little bit in store in case something horrible happens, but so far it's not really been that necessary, has it? So let's go crazy. Let's just get all of those up. What's this? Oh, it's a whole bunch. It's a massive fish up there. Go after that fish with abandon. Because you will rinse these pathetic little ants that have arrived. That is our main goal now, is to get that. Let's send the 5 down there a bit, because not many of them are dealing with that problem. We over 100% now. 131. That jumped like a rocket beam. That's not a thing. Rocket beam's not a thing. Where did that come from? Don't know. But it really jumped up there. But this fish will see us through loads. You've got to take care of these guys, which is a little bit of a problem. I say a little, I mean, they are absolutely rinsing them. They're only trickling out as well, aren't they? And that's taking care of some of them by the look of it. There's no end of favours. Alright, how are we doing? Let's start getting some more of these upgraded. And some more of these upgraded. And then very soon we're going to have to look... Oh, a lot of things just died. What just happened? Don't really know. Something horrible just happened. Maybe that spider. So this 5 group should be fairly capable of taking care of... What I might need to do at some point is increase... I will build a new worker group perhaps, and then we will assign some workers here to gather food and turn off the gathering of the 5, so they're just a permanent defense force. What we need to start doing, because we've basically upgraded the... Oh, there's a few more. Let's finish these off. And then let's start up here. And these guys would be our first 2 that we can just extend all the way up once we've got more built. And then these will be added to our attack force, I think. Although they will, to start with, might become like a secondary attack force. But for now, they should just be bolstering. They've almost got rid of that fish. Look, all that wonderful, delicious food. Nom, 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 nom. We should probably look at increasing our worker force because they're going to get pretty busy soon. So let's upgrade, build some more of those so they can ferry eggs around a little bit faster. In fact, what we'll do before we build anything else is we will kit our nest out. Oh, I never did that. With speed tiles. So that everything that does arrives a little bit faster. Particularly as those back nests are a bit further away as well. So how are we doing up here, boys? That fish is done, is it? Any seeds going? Oh, the seeds have gone. They've taken me off seed source. Let's go down here then. In fact, no, let's head over here. Oh no, in fact, I know what we'll do. We'll head up here. That's where we'll go. No, we won't. Come back. Come back. Come back. Oh, you're not going to. You're going to get up there involved, are you? Well, go and do that then. You do what you want. You do you. Don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. I mean, it is rinsing through them, but those melee ones really take a lot of damage, don't they? They are fan-friggin-tastic. The range died hella quick, but the melee took punishment for days. Send the 5 down there just to get a little bit of that food that's hanging around. And then let's continue sending the 1s over here. Some of that food's disappearing, but there's still a few hermit crabs, and they're going to be worth a good deal of food to us. There is also some delicious food just down there. So this is a bit of a stretch for our 5s, but in fact, what I'll do is I'll get the melee ones only going down there, and I'll leave the ranged at the nest as a backup force. That's what I'll do. Why are you ignoring that? Why are you ignoring that? There's food there. You going to go after that food? Go after that food. I have to specifically tell you to get it, do I? That's very foolish. So there'll only be one more lot of food they can get from that once those guys are done. That's pretty much done. So we'll start sending them back over there. The 5s are done there. Oh, I sent them all down, didn't I? I put the 4s on and then I just sent the melees down. I actually messed that right up. But we got away with it, luckily, somehow. So we've got lots of food. We're about to, fill our food stores up just like that. So let's build all of those. Oh, I love just being able to smash down 19. We just built... Oh. 2 19s, 39, 48. We just built 48 ants out of absolutely nowhere. Just for fun. Just for fun we did that. And like I say, these guys then we will just extend these nests all the way up and make these a really massive force. I shall have to keep an eye on, actually, let me just go over here a second. I shall have to keep an eye on the encoding, the recording, because when we get a lot of ants, it does tend to get a little bit laggy, and we're probably not going to be all that far away from that. It's just a single little maggot just going along, look. What's he up to? What's his goal? What's his aim in life? So if we were to build a secondary worker force to work as collectors, let's build those here. We're not too bothered about upgrading them, so we'll do them there in that wonderful little triangle. We can extend it down there if we need to. So let's put that there, and that will be where we build a secondary worker force to go outside and just harvest up food, essentially. If we need it, of course. We might not need it that badly. Right, there's... let's go down here, actually. It's trying to avoid that nest, because it does slow them down a little bit. In fact, we may as well stay here as that's coming there. And this guy's going to come down, is he? Yeah, he is. Oh, he's not. He almost is. He's thinking about it. He's having a good long think about it. There we go. He's involved now, is he? Nope, not quite, actually. He definitely wants to be. He definitely wants to be. There we go. There we go, sunshine. Let's get rid of that. It's another 200 food. The 5s are doing okay down there, taking care of the business. Probably haven't got quite enough to upgrade all of these as well, but we'll make a start on it. And we also need to build another speed tile. Just there. So I do have to walk through the Queen's Chamber to get anywhere. Maybe we should have... I suppose we can cut a little shortcut through there for those guys. The rest of them are a bit stuffed, really, aren't they? I'm afraid if I open up this one to bring these through, then... Well, I suppose that's only going to go into there, isn't it? It's a little bit of a shortcut for those guys, though, a little bit. But the ones need something to go after now. Where can they go? Let's go take care of that guy. In fact, no, let's head down there where we said we were going to go before, because there's lots of food there. And if they meet a big cricket on the way, they meet a big cricket. Oh, he's gone straight for the nest. Fine. All right, mate, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. What are we doing difficulty-wise now? 77. What? Why has it gone down? Why has it gone down? How does that make any sense? A bunch of spiders in there again, but they're not worth much food. They're just in the way of the seeds, really. That's the main problem. And the seeds are good because a lot of people can grab them at once. Like, having 200 food's good, but if only 3 ants can harvest at a time, it's a little more problematic. What's going on up here? Oh, it's another one of those. Alright, let's finish getting those level 2s in place. There's, of course, a bit of space here, isn't there? I'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, yeah, that's perfectly going to fit in there, isn't it? Would we fit another one in there? I don't think we would we? Ooh. Oh no, we actually would. Colour me wrong, we definitely would. Okay, that's something. So we've got another couple of 19s we can fit in, and as I say, these 2 super extendy ones, when they get going. So the ones are pretty much done over here. I mean, there are a lot of ones now, so they are going to absolutely rinse the world. So I might actually send them after the whip spider, because that's pretty much a guaranteed 200 food, isn't it? Let's send them over there, as there are so... Oh, there's another one up there, look. The 5s might have to try and deal with him. Oh, they're going straight through the nest. Perfect. Good job. Good job. Congratulations. So he's actually taken out the harvester for. He had to go at least. The harvester chickened out. Got no stones, harvestman. Run at the first sign of danger, they do. So I've actually been recording for about an hour now, so I do need to think about stopping. It's going so well. I'm really enjoying myself. It's not much of a struggle, which I suppose is a little bit of a downside, if anything, but the difficulty will ramp up, I'm sure. We do need to do another one there. There we go. Or it could be that because we use the gene mapping technology, weird phrasing to use, to get the Formicarium ants, they're all quite upgraded, remember, from the... I say that, as long as it's the Motor 2 Formicarium, they're pretty upgraded from the Royal Jelly stuff that we got. So that could be why they are really just destroying stuff. Looks like morning's just about to arrive, so maybe we'll wait for morning to come and then we'll call it a day then. See what I did there? Hey. So a little bit of food down here for these guys. We've got lots of food up the top again though. Let's start using that up. And basically now we're just looking for big things to attack so we can just get a lot of food. Which is a fantastic position to be in. I've never been on the look for massive things to attack, I don't think.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
So that's another group of level 3. Someone did point out in a previous video that I did refer to a group of mortars as level 19 mortars, and they had a bit of a chuckle to him, or herself, apologies, I'm not too sure who it was now, at the idea of level 19 mortars and what they would be like. And I suggested they'd be rather like just a bunch of tiny ants carrying the Fat Men handheld nuclear launchers from the Fallout world. That was the sort of closest analogy I could come up with, which just seems wonderful, doesn't it? Hello.
The ants must protect the queen.
In fact, it's the job of the 5s, really, to come in and do this, but surprised they let that guy through. Surprised they let that guy through, but through he came, so no matter. He's going to rinse on some workers, I imagine, but we will shore up our defences, and we'll all just hunker around the Queen, and then the ones will try and chase him down. Ah, he's chased down. Job done. Job done. So 5s can come outside. There's another one coming in, but I mean, he's got no chance. Is that baby whip spider? Is that a delicious baby whip spider? Oh my word. Hold up a second. Where's my rotators? There they are. Look at that. That is a little baby whip spider. I don't think I've ever seen any baby sort of things in the game before. That's delightful. Look at him. That's fantastic. I couldn't be much happier with that. I think that is a pretty fantastic place. If I change the... Does that look like a different orientation, or am I just going a bit... I think I'm just going a bit mad. So... Oh, there's like a cricket swarm coming in there. Let's bring the ones out as well, shall we? And I think that's a pretty fantastic place to end it. What I might just do before we finish is just extend these all the way up so we've got somewhere to build. Oops. Somewhere to build up to when we come back. So we've got all that space to extend up into, because they're all level 3 now, aren't they? Oh, not that one. Okay, there we go. And there we go then. I'm going to leave that there for now. That's been a little bit over an hour. I think that's enough for us for the moment. We'll send those guys to get those few seeds that are down there. And then, yeah, if you guys are happy, then we will carry on with this next one. The only thing I could change, if you guys wanted, is I could come back and start a new free play on hard to see if it makes much difference. I thought the difficulty would continue to ramp up, but it seems to be... I suppose it did say it would spike, didn't it? It must have just looked at a spike time. That must be what happened. So yeah, so I could go back to start it again on hard if you guys wish, or I can just continue with this. The difficulty will continue to go up, so at some point it is gonna, I imagine, overwhelm me. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, or almost actually. In fact, what I'll do is oh, we can't really upgrade the food store very much.
They can to improve these food stores.
Okay, we won't really do that then. Let's have a bit of a mass upgrade
to improve this highway
of these movement tiles.
The workers have done all they can.
All right, calm down. Increase the speed a little bit. Wonderful. Look at them go. Look at them go. We can't really get them up to 3, unfortunately, because they're not grouped enough. I suppose I could extend the size of the path. I don't know if we want to do that. Anyway, I could carry on fiddling for days, pretty much. I'm going to leave that there. Hope you've enjoyed this quick look at Freeplay. It's certainly gone a lot better than my previous attempts at Freeplay, so it's been quite enjoyable from my perspective. Hope you've liked it as well. If you have, please do click the like button. That is massively, massively appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, even, questions and comments down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. Don't forget, as always, I do stream every Wednesday at 6 PM, and it would just fill me with so much joy to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Empires of the Undergrowth, where we will continue with our excessive army of Freeplay Antz. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.